Hi, Shirley. How are you? Hope you are well. um, yeah, just bear with me for 1 second to get things going. Okay, turn that down. Oh, I got to turn the volume down on my computer. Okay, turn that down. Oh, I got to turn the volume down on my computer. Let's see. Oh, I got to turn the volume down. There it is. Okay, so we are good. So, how is everybody? Hi, Levin, Ariana. I don't know. How about hi, Levin? How are you, my dear? Okay, so I do believe we got a donation already. I think I saw that on my email. So Christina, I believe, donated, but I don't know where she is. So I hope everybody had a really good weekend and a good week so far. So I'm going to try to keep Tuesdays up, okay, guys? I hate to promise things, but I'm really trying hard to do this, and I want this to work for us, okay? So, yeah, it should be good. Let's see. I got the link there. I've got PayPal up. I think we are good. So now we just have to wait for people to show up. So while we do that, we can chat. So if anybody has anything they want to chat about or whatever, we can do that. How you doing, Shirley? I don't know where you went, but you were there. I hope you're doing well. My hand is getting better, so I still have the brace on, but only when I need it. Most of the time, I don't wear anything. But with shuffling and that, I'm going to wear the brace for a while, so that's what I'm doing. So, yeah, what else can we talk about? I don't know. I guess, did I ever show you guys this deck? This is the deck I got in Paris, France, when I was in Paris. So it's me, Namira. Hi, Namira. Nice to meet you, my dear. Hi, Aqua Leo. Nice to see you. So yeah, so I know Christina donated, but I don't see her here. So I was kind of waiting for her. And then if anybody else wants to donate, go ahead. Aw, thank you, my dear. I just put it up. I need to have a shower and I didn't do that, so I just put it up. You donated, Aqua Leo? Okay, so that's perfect. Nice to meet you too. Okay, so Aqua Leo. So you donated for 3. That's perfect, my dear. You can go ahead with your questions, okay? The not like us. They not like us. Hello, my dear. How are you? So the link is there for anybody, okay? It should be pinned to the chat for your prices, okay? So go ahead, Aqua Leo, whenever you're ready. Now, the deck I'm using is called the Charcoal Tarot. So this is the box. So it says Schmidt-Terry. And it's I got this deck on Etsy. This is the back of it. Absolutely gorgeous deck. And this is the front of it. So it's just gorgeous. So I bought this deck a long time ago. I think there's a walkthrough on my channel somewhere. But I don't use it enough. And it's just absolutely stunning. So I thought I'd use it today. Adrienne, hi, my dear. How are you? So I'm waiting for Aqua Leo's questions. Guess we can maybe I can't really tilt it. Okay, how do you see the relationship? How do I see the relationship may develop between the male G and you? You met him in a meeting again today. Okay. The male G and you. Hi, Coco Baby. Nice to see you, my dear. So we have the King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. So that would be you guys. Page of Cups, Three of Swords, Four of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Okay, so I think this could go very nicely as long as you don't get caught up in your head, okay? If you get caught up by what your past believes or different kind of things that you're kind of stuck on, or certain maybe you're not willing to compromise or things like that, you got to really think about that, okay? If you are stuck there and doing that, it won't work, okay? There will have to be compromise with this person, and there will have to be some leeway for a little bit of emotional kind of turmoil, okay, in the beginning. But I do feel like with the Six of Cups here, overall, I think this could go really, really well. I think there could be some stability here. I do really, really like this, okay? And I really like them. They have a lot of good things about them. They do have a little bit of that insecurity or inability to express their emotions in a proper way. And if you allow that, that can really get to you and deter you from moving forward. But I would give them a chance, and I would really talk to them and see how you want, what you need. Be very honest about what you need and how you want to proceed. But give it some time, okay? Give this a little bit of time. But I think you guys could go very, very well here, okay? We got a Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands, right? So you are going to be the grounded one. They're going to be a little bit more not so talkative and not so grounded. So a little bit more insecure, okay? So yeah, so that's your first question, my dear. It's a person you work with. Well, there's an interest there. So I don't care where they are. There's definitely an interest there. Now, I don't know if that interest is for you or them, but there's an interest there. Is he older than you? No? Okay. He feels older in some ways, but then I got all those boyish qualities, right? You think you're older than him. It doesn't matter, really, in age, but I think he displays, in many ways, he's very strong, and he knows himself very, very well, but not emotionally, okay? And that's where I'm getting the younger part, right? So that I was questioning that. So yeah. You think you're older than him? Okay. So that's what I see, okay? Hi, Noxie. Alrighty. Thank you, Noxie. Okay, so upcoming new love message, please. What do I need to know? For sure, my dear. Okay. King of Swords, the Sun, Wheel of Fortune. It's all there for you, okay? The Two of Cups, it's all there for you. The Two of Pentacles, Six of Swords. It's definitely all there for you. The only problem that you are going to have with a relationship, the next one that you kind of feel like this is it, the only problem you'll have is if you get caught up in the past, if you get caught up in what you thought before, if you allow that to get to you. I feel like a relationship for you in 2 weeks, 2 months is going to be very, very strong, okay? And I believe that is going to be the one that is going to kind of stick around, okay? So we have this King of Swords, smart person, okay? We have the Sun here. So this is telling me this is going to work in your favor, right? And then we have the Wheel of Fortune on top of that. So again, the Wheel of Fortune is all about everything coming together and things working out. And then there's the love, right? So the Two of Cups, there's the love that's going to happen. The togetherness, even in practical ways. So I believe it will end up being a relationship that you move in together. But watch that, okay? So you want to be careful. You want to be careful that you don't push, that you don't let your insecurities come out, okay? And you don't fall back into old habits. We have been seeing this for a week. I'm telling you, within 2. So maybe it's 2 days, maybe it's 2 weeks, okay? I don't know what I told you before, what timeline, if any, I gave you. I have no idea. So this is what I'm seeing today, okay? So that's the energy today. And it's going to be really, really good, okay? There, I don't see any delays. I don't see anything like that, Aqua Leo. Okay, here we go again. I know, right? I don't speak Spanish, my dear. I only speak English. What do I need to hear at this time in life in general? Thanks. Emotional support from family is 0. Yeah, that's horrible. You know, like, I don't know. I don't understand people and families nowadays. Okay, 7 of Swords, King of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. That's interesting. Page of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Hermit. Okay, so I see you getting accolades from work, okay? Some kind of accolade, maybe a promotion, a new position. I just see you getting accolades from work, and it's a very, very positive thing. It's kind of going to make you feel like, yes, they do appreciate me, and I feel you're going to be really happy about that, okay? So I do think that, you know, when we see this card, there's definitely some victory there for you. So something that is pushing you forward and making you feel like you made it, right? I also feel that you are going to go through a little bit of a period where you're doing more internal work, but it's not about fixing you or getting better with you. It's about where do you want to get involved in other things in your life? What makes you happy? What makes you passionate? What makes you, what's fun? You know, you want to get real, and not just the gym. Maybe it is the gym, but what aspect of the gym? Maybe you can teach a class or something. I feel there's more for you in your community than what you're accessing, okay? You are, yes, you've been doing internal work for a long time, but this is a little bit different. This is not like you got to fix you. This is about identifying the changes that you've made and going forward with them, you know? So now you've already made those changes. So how do you implement them more? So how do you implement them as far as adding that excitement, that joy, that fun in your life, right? So you want to figure out different ways that you can do that, okay? I also see that the betrayal from your family is very strong, okay? We have the Seven of Swords here, and I do feel like the betrayal is very strong there, and I do feel like it upsets you and it hurts you. And that's okay. You're allowed to be hurt and you're allowed to be upset by that sometimes, okay? As long as you don't dwell or live there, that's okay. I think sometimes we just have to accept what is there for us, you know? Sometimes we don't have a choice. And it's sad, but it's very, very true, right? So just accept the fact that your family's not going to change, and that's okay. You don't need them to anymore. And that's kind of where you want to get to, and maybe you're there, maybe you're not, but that's what I see, okay? So it's hard that way. So, yeah. Alrighty, so there we go, my dear. Thank you so much. Did Christina show up yet? I don't see Christina. Okay, Noxie. I was just checking because I know she donated, but I don't see her yet, so. Exactly, Aqua Leo. Well, thank you, my dear, very, very much. And you have to let me know right away if something happens between you and that guy, because I need to know. Hi, Billy. I got your donation. You will be right after Noxie, okay? Thank you, my dear. Billy. 6. All righty. All right. General, please. Whatever you need to hear. Okay, well, these are just flying all over for you. Let's have a look. We've got the 8 of Cups and the 4 of Cups reversed and the 8 of Swords reversed. What does that mean, right? With the 8 of Pentacles and the King of Cups and the 3 of Cups. Okay, so there's a lot of cups here, and cups are all about emotion, okay? So this is going to be a very emotional time for you over the next few days or something like that. The next little bit, okay, Noxie? It's going to be emotional. There's going to be good emotion and kind of like uncertainty. So what you need to do is let go of all the uncertainty and move forward with happiness. You cannot predict someone else's response to what you say or what you think, okay? You can't predict that, and you need to stop, okay? You cannot let somebody else dictate how you feel about something. You got to be strong in your own thing, okay? So I feel like you're feeling a little bit bored with life as well. You need to have some fun. You need to get a hold of a couple of friends. You need to get out. You need to do something. If you don't have any friends, then you need to make some, okay? So you want to make sure that you are looking at things in a very positive way and looking at things in a very way that kind of is opening you up to more things that are happening around you. So don't let things that, you know, that are happening or not happening for you dictate the rest of your life. Go and change it, right? So don't be afraid to do something new. Don't be afraid to take something else on. Those are the things that you want to do, okay? And I believe that once you get into this kind of having some fun, enjoying yourself, and like not giving a shit about what other people think and say, you are going to start enjoying your life more. You're going to build more. It's going to invite more in your life. I also see you honing down on some of your skills. So I don't know if you're taking a course or you're updating a skill or you're taking a workshop or just learning more. but you're going to be learning something, or you're going to be advancing your skills in some way as well very, very soon. Okay? So there you go, Noxie. Thank you very, very much for your donation. Much appreciated. Let's see here. So we've got a couple of new people. I just want to say hello and welcome and thank you for joining. Okay, so let's just see. I'm just going to check out. I'm going to check PayPal and then I'm going to read for Billy, okay? So give me 2 seconds. I'll be right with you, Billy. I just want to make sure. Okay, so that's Noxie. And then I have, the initial is V. I don't want to say it out loud. And that is for 3. I know who you are, so, or I believe I've read for you before. The name is familiar, and that's for 3, and you will be after Billy, okay? Thank you, my dear. Let's see. George, hello, my dear. Welcome from Atlantic Ocean. Awesome. Okay. So this is for Billy. I'm gonna scroll. Oops. I'm gonna scroll up to his question or her question. I've not had contact with your soulmate, Anita. Something unexpected happened, or will March bring changes? What do the cards or crystal balls say? Okay, so I will do cards and crystal balls. So instead of 6 cards, I'll do 3 cards and the crystal ball, and it'll give you both, okay? That's how I do it. So something unexpected happening, or will March bring big changes? Okay. Anita. All righty. Okay, Billy, let's have a look. Ace of Swords, 6 of Cups, Knight of Cups, and then we're going to get the crystal ball, and I put it right in the middle here. So show me any messages that you have for Billy that they need to know today. Okay, my dear, I'm just going to put on an extra light. There we go. All right. Anything unexpected? You know, I feel like you know what's going on. I feel like you do know what's going on. Maybe you don't want to know, or you don't want to admit what's going on with Anita. But I think you do know. And I think that you might be just in denial. You might be just denying it to yourself, but I think there's clues there for you, okay? So you want to make sure that you're being really open and very honest with yourself, because I feel like you have the knowledge, you're just not seeing it, okay? And it could be because you want that closeness, you want that intimacy, you want that kind of connection, that family, that whatever with this person, Anita, and they feel you are so emotionally charged with this, okay? You are in it to win it. You are there, and you are in it to just show this person how much you care. And I think you need to just sit back, really think about this, give it some good thought, go through the scenarios in your head, and really decide if this is what you want. And if it is, you've got to reach out. You cannot wait any longer. You've been waiting too long for something to happen, okay? And I believe you've got to make something happen there. What else do I see here? It's kind of like there's obstacles in the way, okay? So I don't know if you guys don't live close to each other, or if you just don't know each other very well, but that seems to be a huge obstacle there. And it feels like you feel almost like you can't reach them, or you can't reach out to them. You got to find a way through, okay? What else do I see for you, my dear? Billy, I also see that, oh, what is, okay. There is two words you need to know when it comes to this. Oh my God. What are these two words? I feel like there's two words that can help you. They're very, very decisive. One starts with an A, so that would probably be Anita, okay? So you need to concentrate on who she is, does she fit, all these things, okay? So concentrate on her as character, not how you feel. Separate the emotions from her character. Is that the person you want? Is that really the person that you feel you're connected to, okay? There's another word though, and I'm trying to find it for you. Okay. Okay, so it's, are you watching this person or are they watching you? I feel like there's a watch thing, okay? So somebody's watching you or you're watching them, and it's eyes. So everything is about eyes. You have to really consider where that's coming from, where the eye thing is coming from, okay? So are you in contact with this person? Are you able to talk to them? I feel like you need to be eye to eye. So whatever that means for you, whether it's online or whether it is in person, you need to be eye to eye and you need to talk your truth. So that's what I feel you need to do. Things will change, but you got to change them, okay? And it begins with you talking your truth, okay? So that's very, very important. So that's your message, my dear, all right? So thank you. I hope that helped. Oh, thank you, George. You're very sweet. All righty. Okay, so yes, Q is Vanessa. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, she may be watching you, okay? There's no, I know you said no contact, right? And I feel that too. But I also feel that you need to change that. If you want something to happen, you got to change it. If you're willing to sit back and just let life go by, then that's fine. But I don't know why you'd want to do that, okay? So yeah. Okay, Q, you are up, my dear. Thank you. So you have 3 questions. What's Anthony's current feelings about you or you guys? Okay. Are you with him right now? Is he your husband, partner, friend, love interest? I'm just shuffling these up really good. He's your ex. Okay. These cards are sticking a bit. Okay. So we have the 9 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords, Page of Cups, King of Swords, 8 of Swords reversed. Okay. Well, this is interesting. I don't know how else to say that, but it's very, very interesting. Let's just say he hurt you a lot, right? I'm going to say that right off the bat. It is absolutely there. And he hurt you a lot. I think he lied to you. And I think that was the hardest thing to accept, right? Oh, thank you, Christina. I was looking for you. You'll be right after Q, okay? So yeah, so I really think that is difficult, okay? So very, very difficult situation because of that, okay? And, you know, he's still emotionally immature, Okay, so I'm going to tell you the truth there. He's still emotionally immature. Yeah, for sure, right? But I'm going to say that he really cares about you. We've got the Nine of Cups here, okay? He misses you. He cares about you. I'm going to say he loves you, okay? He does want that happily ever after. So he does want that. But you guys need to talk. You definitely need to talk. You're afraid to get trapped again. You're also afraid to get hurt. So it's kind of like you want to believe him, but you're not sure if you should. You guys need to talk a lot and maybe just have a few dates and see how it goes, okay? Don't commit to anything and kind of play hard to get. And I don't mean that you are, using him or anything like that. I mean, don't allow yourself to fall head over heels again right away. Hold back. So tell yourself, I'm holding back for a while. I've got to learn to trust again. He's got to learn to trust me. And we have to see if we can make this work before I fall head over heels again. You know what I mean? You've got to really hold on to it. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And bringing up the past, there has to be moments when you're allowed to talk together to say, we need to resolve these issues, these things that happened. And the only way to do that is to talk about them. Maybe you need counseling, a mediator, somebody that you can bring it up and talk to one another about them, right? And clear the air. If you don't talk about them, they're just going to fester. Okay, so you've got to be careful there. Okay, Q. I can see you, Christina. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Exactly. Yes, exactly, right? Exactly. Okay, Vanessa, go ahead with your second question. Okay, 2. What's his next actions? Will he take any? Okay. Let's have a look, okay? So we have the King of Swords, Ten of Swords, Page of Cups, King of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Okay. Will he take action? I'm going to say yes, he will. Okay. So he definitely wants something to work out. So I think he will approach you. I think he will ask you out. I think he'll want to get together with you. He's going to want all that. Okay. But he is very, he doesn't want to be rejected. He's very scared to be rejected, and he really, really is afraid to get hurt, okay? So he kind of goes into this, or he's going into this like with kid gloves, okay? He really doesn't want to get hurt, right? Yes, yes, absolutely. I would suggest professional, okay, help to deal with the past. The rest, you got to build a new future, and you need to think of it that way. This is not rebuilding the past or getting back to where you were. It is making a new future, okay? We do have the Four of Pentacles here as the card that determines the outcome. And to me, the Four of Pentacles is all about the stability, right? So it's definitely possible. You guys, it's very, very possible that you guys can make this work. So you have to be willing to talk. You have to be willing to let go of the past, yet be willing to open up about it as well, okay? But it would be a good idea to talk to him about seeing somebody else to deal with the past, to make a new future. Make that clear to him. You want a new future. You don't want to go back to where you were. okay? Or pick up where you left off. You want to make a new future, okay, Billy? Okay, Vanessa, sorry. No, I'm on Vanessa, Shirley. I'm on, Thank you, Billy. You will be after Aqua Leo, okay? Okay, so 3. Does he still want a long-term future as we had spoken about in the past? Okay, that's a good, I'm feeling like he does, but let's just clarify that, okay? All right. I'm going to say he does, but I'm also going to preface that with, I don't know if he thinks it's possible. So, do you not trust him or does he not trust you? Q? You don't trust him. Is that what you're saying, Vanessa? I'm waiting for your answer, Vanessa. He leaves out information and I told him in order to move forward, he needs to be transparent. Okay. So obviously you don't trust him then, right? So leaving out information to me is a form of lying, right? It's lies of omission in my opinion. And that's just my opinion, and that's personal opinion. It's not the cards, right? It's my personal opinion. So to me, it's lies of omission. If he understands that you feel that way, and you need him to be transparent, and he won't, that's a big problem, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna say he would like things to be easy, and they're not easy, and it would not be easy for this to work out, okay? So if he is not willing to go to counseling, if he's not willing to be transparent, that's your answer, right? He may want it, but wanting it and willing to work at it is two different things. Because I do see that he wants it to be easy, that he cares. I do see all that. He wants the stability. He's still attracted to you. You know, he still wants that intimacy with you. But if he's not willing to do the work to make it work, then you're just setting yourself up, right? So that's where I think it's really important to get another viewpoint, and that would be counseling or like marriage counseling or whatever, relationship counseling or something, okay? So I would talk to him, let him know how you feel, and because he does want it, but he wants it easy. He doesn't want the fighting, he doesn't want the arguing, he doesn't want the pressure. And it's more about the pressure on him he doesn't want, right? But he's got to realize that, you know, that his behavior before caused some of that, right? So yeah, it's not easy, and it's not as easy as they say, okay? So yeah, so there you go. Hi, Aunt Rose. Thank you. You will be after Billy, okay? So just watch for me to read for Billy, and you will be after Billy. Thank you so much for your donation. Okay, so thank you, Vanessa. Aqua Leo, no, sorry. Christina, you are up now, my dear. Go ahead, Christina. Christina, can you hear us? Can you hear me, Christina? So Coco, Christina it's Wave RL. So I'm not sure if she can hear me. Oh, there, yes. Okay, will my son win his game tonight? Okay, my dear, let's have a look. We have strength. Two of Swords, Emperor, Ten of Wands, the Star. I'm going to say the probability is yes. So he has a better chance of winning than not. Okay, so I'm going to give him a very high amount here. I would say they have a 90% chance of winning this. Okay, so definitely this is going to go very, very good. All right, so there you go. Okay, 2. You got an interview. You were right. Found out today. Oh, awesome. Huh. I know, Aqua Leo. Her son is young and he plays hockey, and yeah, it's so exciting. Okay, so let's see. Don't worry, you got to stop worrying about this, okay? Your interview went really, really well. Okay, so I see that your interview went really well. You are going to be offered the job, okay? You're going to be offered the job because of your skills, okay? So that is very, very good. Do not let your emotions get the best of you. You got to be patient. You're going to hear, today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Friday or Monday, you'll hear something, okay? So yeah, so Friday or Monday, you should hear the answer to that, okay, my dear? But yes, so I saw your other question there. It's on Monday or Tuesday. Awesome. 1 second, okay? Thank you, Coco. 3. Okay, when do I get an offer? If so, any positive things are the job. Any positive things? Read the job. Okay, about the job. Okay. So let's do that, okay? Because I think you're going to hear next week. So you'll hear either Friday or Monday. So let's see about positive things about the job. Blah. Okay. Oh, the interview is on Monday or Tuesday. Well, then you're going to hear something then Monday. When you have the interview, you'll hear something within 4 days from then, okay? So you'll hear by next Friday after your interview, okay? Sorry about that. I thought you already had the interview. But you will get the job. You need to relax, okay? Okay, so the positive things about the job is that I think you can be yourself more. I think you're going to really enjoy it. I think you're going to have time for you. You're not going to feel as much pressure. It's not that it's an easy job, but I think you're going to be more fulfilled with the job, okay? And it feels like there's less pressure. There's less, I don't know how to put it, but less pull on you, okay? You've got responsibilities and you're okay with that. But I just feel like you're not going to feel like you're being taken advantage of, okay? And I think sometimes that's the way you feel with your current job. I also feel that there won't be as many judgments around you, whatever that means. It just feels like you don't get appreciated, you don't feel appreciated, and you just feel like there's things missing there, okay? I think there's room for advancement as well. So those are all the good things about a new job, okay? The money, I believe, will be better as well. And maybe not when you first start, but quickly, okay? You will move up quickly in this company if you want to, all right? Now, you have to swing, you know, advancing in the company with your commitment to your family, right? So keep that in mind. So keep in mind work balance, okay? So you don't want work to overtake you, and then and then you feel like you've got to start over again, okay? So work-life balance, very, very important there. Okay, Christina? Thank you, my dear. Okay, so I believe we are at Aqua Leo for 3, and then Billy for 1, and Aunt Rose for 1. Okay, so Aqua Leo, you are up, my dear. Thank you, Coco. You're amazing. I love that, my dear, that you do that for me. I gotta get a drink here. Blah. Okay. Is it a good idea to go ahead and get the man to put in a temporary fence? It's working out a little more expensive than I thought for a temporary fence. Would it help you to get the dog? Definitely not red wine. It is Diet Coke. I got it in a bottle, so in a bigger bottle than a can, so. Alrighty. Two of Swords, 4 Cups reversed, 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the Lovers, and the Knight of Wands. I absolutely think it would be worth paying the man to put the fence up, okay? Even if it's temporary. I do believe you will be so much happier. I think your dog will be happier. I think that you won't have to worry and stress and all that kind of crap and chase a dog down a road. You don't want to do that. So I would absolutely suggest that you do that, okay? That's a really good idea. I think it'll work out really well for you. Yeah, don't worry about that at all, okay? It's worth the money. Well, I don't know what your finances are like, so I don't know if $200 is outside of your budget or not, but I know for me, I would do it if I could make it work, right? So that's how I like to look at it. So I just don't know. I don't know how much money you make. I don't know anything like that, okay? So yeah, so you just have to kind of trust yourself, look at your budget, and see if it works. But I think if you can afford it at all, it'll be well worth it, okay? So there you go, my dear. That's great. Okay, so let me just see here. I am just checking PayPal. So we have Yahoo. Thank you, my dear. And that is for 1. You will be after Aunt Rose. And then we have, I don't know if she put her real name on here or not. I think she does usually. But there's F is the first initial. And that's for 1 as well. And that would be after Yahoo. Okay, guys? That's where we are. Faith, yes. I didn't want to say anything, Faith. Some people don't like me to say their names, right? Okay. Will my new love arrive as a surprise connection with you or do you think it'll be from online dating or work related? I hope God has a plan for me. I'm ready. Receive a loving relationship. Oh, okay, Aqua Leo. Surprise connection, online dating, or work. Okay, so I'm going to do those 3 piles, okay? And let's just have a look. Online dating, work, surprise. Online dating, work, or a surprise. It's going to be a surprise. Now, that doesn't mean it couldn't be online or work, right? But because I'm feeling like it's work. That's where I'm going. But the cards are telling me it's a surprise. So maybe it's someone that you never suspected or that you had no idea you were going to meet at work. Or, you know what I mean? So it's definitely a surprise. We've got the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. It's right there, okay? Ace of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, new love, and this is the guy, okay? So definitely there. But there is you and a happy outcome with the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Cups. So definitely a happy outcome, and that's work. So it's definitely not from online that I can see. And it doesn't mean you shouldn't be online, because you could always meet somebody and then they're going to introduce you to a friend of yours, or you're going to be out with them and meet somebody, and that'll be the surprise, right? So you never know. So don't give up online either until you do meet that person, okay? You know what I mean, right? I know, Aqua Leo. It is so hard nowadays to meet the right person. Ever since COVID, dating has not been the same. And I don't know if it ever will be again. Like when I was your age, I was going to the bar, and you know, you met people through friends and at the bar, or you'd meet a friend at the bar and they'd have a friend with them, and you know, or you're out for dinner with a bunch of friends and you meet somebody that way, or yeah, it was so different. It was not like this at all. It is exhausting. It is exhausting, and I hear you, my dear. Okay, so your next question, my dear. No, they don't. That's what I mean. So nobody goes to bars anymore. Nobody does that thing anymore, right? So the only way to meet people is when you're out shopping, or you join a group, or you meet them online. They go to the, yes, exactly, right? And drink protein shakes. That's funny. Yes, they do go to the gym and drink protein shakes. People do drink coffee too, right? uh, that's funny. So what's your next question, Aqua Leo? And then after Aqua Leo, like I said, we have Billy, and then we have Aunt Rose, and Yadahu, and then Faith, okay? They mix coffee with the protein shakes. Yes, they do that as well. That's how you do yours, yes. Yep. I put, I buy also the little jars of protein shakes, little containers. They're not jars, they're containers that I keep in the fridge, and if I go out, I can grab one, right, and take with me. And I just usually drink my coffee black, but you know, often I'll just shake it up and I'll put some of the protein shake in it. It's vanilla protein shake, and it's so good, right? So yeah, that's what we do. Okay, so I'm waiting for Aqua Leo's next question. You guys are awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Something I need to hear to support you to stay open and ready to receive love from the right person. Thanks. Love you. I love you too, my dear. God, this has been so long for you, Aqua Leo. Okay, so let's have a look. See what I can tell you. King of Cups, okay? You want to keep your heart open. Ten of Wands. The Star. Seven of Cups. Temperance. And the Two of Swords, okay? So, you know, it's easy for me to sit here and say, yeah, you got to be patient. And, you know, the cards are saying that your wishes and dreams are going to come true and all that stuff, right? But the big thing is you need to make a choice, okay? We've got the Two of Swords here. You've got to make that choice, and you've got to keep that choice in your head. Yes, this is what I want. This is what I'm going for, and I'm going to make it happen. And that's what you're going to do. So, you know, yes, you do have to be patient, but you also have to be patient with yourself, not just patient about meeting somebody, but patient about when you're feeling bad, or when you're feeling alone, or when you're feeling like life is not going the way you want it to. You have to be patient and give yourself that pat on the back and love yourself, right? So it's not just, I'm going to be patient, wait for somebody. No, I'm going to be patient with my feelings, with my emotions about it too. And it's okay if I feel bad sometimes. It's okay if I have a good cry sometimes. You know, we're not we're not made of stone. And your choice is that you're still seeking. You're still staying open, okay? That's the choice. You can be miserable and shut down and say, fuck it, sorry, and I'm not going to do this anymore, right? You can do that. Or you can stay open and you can keep pursuing what you want to pursue, okay? Don't be afraid to get involved in things. With the Seven of Cups, I want you to look at things that make you happy. Like, we are not just relationship. We're like a love relationship. There's all kinds of relationships in our life. Do we have what we need? Do we have enough friends? Do we have enough acquaintances? Do we have enough of ourselves? Do we have enough community involvement? Do we have enough, all those things? So draw yourself a circle and cut it into, I'm going to say, at least 6 slices, okay? So you're going to use one for work, and they all should be the same size. One for work, one for money, one for relationships, like romantic relationships, one for friendships, one for spirituality, and one for health, okay? So if you do that, you cut it up into 6 slices, and then you start filling it in as to what do you have to fill that, okay? So as far as work goes, you got a good job. You've got this, you've got that. And then what are you missing? So put an arrow. What are you missing in your work? You're missing feeling, I don't know, say you want a promotion. So your promotion would be outside of your circle. So that's what you're working on, right? And you do that for each thing in your pie. And then you have a look at it. Do you have a life balance? Not just a work-life balance. Do you have a life balance? Is your life balanced, right? So, yeah. So good. Have a look at that, okay, Aqua Leo? And yeah, and that dog, like, that can feel so much, right? So, you know, you would put that down as a companion in your friendship. You have your dog, you know? So, you know, and, you know, in your relationship or somewhere in whatever, you know, you've got to have, you might need 9 slices or 8 slices. whatever the aspects of your life that matter to you, right? You want to put those down. So yeah, I also feel that it's not important, not as important. The journey is just as important as the destination. And this is, you know, the 10 of Wands, right? So we just trug along, and we're carrying these bad loads, and we're carrying these heavy loads, and we're trying and trying and trying, right? And we're pushing forward and pushing forward. Sometimes you gotta put the load down and try something else for a while, you know? Just put it down, give yourself some grace, try something else for a while, enjoy yourself for a bit, okay? Like getting your dog, you know? You guys are awesome. Thank you, Coco. So yeah, so, you know, that's how I see it, my dear. No, learning can be fun, and it can be inspiring, and it can open up doors that we never saw. You know, it opens up parts of us that we weren't even aware of. Before, like a few years ago when I met you and you were struggling with this and struggling with work, and you know, you didn't have that confidence in you, and you opened yourself up and you brought in your spirituality, and you started to believe in yourself slowly, slowly, slowly. And I see you doing so much better. And I see the love that you have for yourself where you didn't have that before. It's amazing. You know, you were hurt by every little thing, your mom and your brother and whatever. And now you have strength. So there you go, my dear. Thank you. All right. So, Billy, let's have a look at your question. Okay, my dear? Sometimes I get a little carried away. Okay, so Billy, let's just put a little. Okay. Since your last honest message, I think she doesn't want to. She prefers a toxic, cheating environment, so it's up to her. It absolutely is up to her. So that doesn't really, there's no question there. Okay, Billy? So can you give me a question? What do you want to know? If she wants this or not? Is that your question? Yes, okay. And you know what? Sometimes people are wounded and sometimes people are hurt and they don't have much faith in themselves, right? And sometimes they get into things and they think they deserve it and they think they should stay, right? And they think that they're not good enough for somebody else. And sometimes they're very, some people are a real mind fuck, right? They play with your head and they say things to you and you end up hating yourself and you have no self-esteem left. It doesn't mean you want that, but it can often mean that you don't know how to get out of it, right? So, okay, so let's look, Billy. See if she wants a change with you. So we have the High Priestess, okay? The Hermit, the Seven of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. Well, you've told her the total truth. That's good. That's really, really good. And I think that's very important, okay? You need to trust your intuition. If you don't think she wants to be with you, you need to work on that, okay? If that is your intuition talking, all right? Sometimes we confuse intuition with fear or desire, right? Ego. So you want to make sure you're listening to your intuition. I suggest you do a guided meditation or you go for a walk and just pay attention to everything around you. And do that for 15, 20 minutes and then sit down somewhere and ask yourself that question, okay? When you ask yourself that question, listen. Just close your eyes and listen for the answer. And you will get an answer, okay? That will be your intuition. Then you need to pay attention, all right? Pay attention. And we know the truth. We know our own truth, and we can live by our truth, okay? If we have courage, we can live by our truth. You also need to seek out, why are you hanging on to this person, right? You need to ask yourself, why are you hanging on to her? If you really believe that, why are you even asking me the question? What does she offer you, right? What is she giving you that you can't fill yourself, right? You do feel impressed by this relationship. Why does this happen? Why is, you know what? There's no real, it's not like, people are not well. You know, there's so many people that are not well. And so many people are hurting and scared, and they just react to situations in their life because they've been disappointed or damaged or, lied to their whole life, right? And it's really hard to believe that if you've been told, you're not worth loving your whole life in ways that, maybe not directly like that, it's really hard to believe when someone tells you they do. It's hard to believe that. So I'm not saying give up. I'm saying trust yourself. Figure out what are you looking for from that person, right? And should you be waiting? I feel like you're hurt, and I feel like this is hurting you, and it's continuing to hurt you. But I do feel there's still hope. So I wouldn't give up completely right yet, but start analyzing, okay, for yourself, what you need to do. Pull out your truth, okay? Your truth for you, not her or not with her. What is your truth for you? Why are you hanging on? Why do you love this relationship? What does it do for you, okay? Or what are you hoping it does for you, okay? And could you find that with someone else? There's realistic things to look at, okay? So there you go, my dear. Thank you so much. That was a great question. Okay, so which tasks we both have in this life? It's so hard, right? It is very, very hard. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to look at Aunt Rose's question in just 2 seconds. I'm just shuffling these up. And then, Aunt Rose, you are up, my dear. Aunt Rose is for 1, and then Yadahu is for 1, and Faith is 1. Okay? Okay, so Aunt Rose, let's have a look. Okay, so can your connection with M advance to a relationship, or is he not interested in that with you? Okay, let's see. With M. Okay, here we go, Aunt Rose. Nine of Cups, High Priestess, the Magician, 2 of Wands, Queen of Wands, 3 of Wands. I'm going to say yes, that this can definitely advance to a relationship, okay? So I feel like there's a lot of emotion there. I feel that you have this desire that you want this, okay? I think you should go for it. Now, don't go jumping head over heels. You've got to be careful. You've got to do it strategically. You got to take care of yourself, okay? So I'm definitely feel that this could be very good. I feel like there's lots of passion there. There's lots of excitement there, Rose. So I feel like this could be really, really good for you. It feels like it may be, you don't want just passion though. You want to make sure that you find out what makes this person tick and what makes this person tick around you. Okay, so open up some more communication. I feel this can go places. I think you will know within 3 days, 3 weeks where this is going exactly. Okay, don't do anything that you will be sorry for. So if you think, okay, let's put it this way, because there's so much passion here, I could see you end up sleeping with this person and then being very, very hurt if it doesn't work out. So don't sleep with them if you can't control yourself, okay? So you want to make sure that you're not going to fall head over heels if you have an intimate relationship with them, if that's what you want, okay? So there's lots of hope here. There's lots of fun here. There's lots of excitement here, okay? So I believe they're going to ask you to go somewhere with them, okay? And it feels like it's not like a 5 minute, it's not 5 minutes away from you, okay? So whatever this is, there's a little bit of time together that you're going to share. And I believe that that's the opportunity for you guys to really get to know what you're looking for in a partner and in the future. And I think this could work out really, really well, okay? And if it doesn't work out, like, I'm not a strong believer in forever, okay? I don't believe that relationships have to last forever to be good. I believe that relationships are good for as long as they last, okay? And that's the way that I think a lot of relationships are. And sometimes people get so caught up and it has to last forever or it's not worth it. They miss opportunity, okay? So yeah, I used to believe in forever, but some people do get forever, but not many of us. So there you go, my dear. That's what I believe. Okay, so Yadahu, I believe you said you wanted a general, right? Yeah, general, please. Okay. Thank you, Aunt Rose. Okay, so here we go. So we have the Queen of Cups, 10 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 7 of Cups, 9 of Swords. Lots of swords and cups today. You know, the whole general reading today, lots of swords and cups. It's so weird. There's 78 cards here. What the heck? Okay. Alrighty, so general for you. Okay. I want you to be careful. You're going to have a little bit of an argument or a little bit of a misunderstanding with a female, okay? That is going to happen probably within a week. And this understanding can either end up really bad or it can be a growing place for you, okay? Depends on how you take what each other says, all right? So I want you to be very, very careful what you say. You may have to walk away and be okay with that. You may have to let them ramble on and just not take it so personal and walk away, okay? Whatever the case may be, I want you to be true to you without being a child, okay? Often when we get into an argument with somebody, we act like a 2-year-old. And I'm included in that, okay? So I need to win or I need to get my point across because I know I'm right. Well, it doesn't matter sometimes. Being right doesn't always make a difference, okay? Being right is not always what's important. Sometimes it's important to listen to somebody and just let them ramble on to get it out. And then later you can have a conversation where you're allowed to express yourself as well, right? Yes, exactly, Shirley. We do get our egos involved, and sometimes that hurts us more than anything, right? I also see that somebody has kind of either like this argument or this kind of whatever is about somebody betraying you or feeling like you betrayed them. Okay, so it's something around that. So you may have to take a step back and then go at it again later, right? So don't try to be a right fighter. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're right. What matters is the relationship, and I want you to preserve that. Okay, so be able to come back to it. Okay, there's a time right now for you to kind of work at a couple of different things to fill your life up. Okay, I feel like you are really a good person, and I feel like you are a very giving and kind person, but I feel like there's something missing in that for you, okay? Do you give more than you should? And it doesn't have to be financial. It could be too much of you. Do you nurture yourself enough, or are you always nurturing other people? You know, you want to make sure that you're being really open and honest with yourself about that. And you want to make sure that you are giving yourself what you need, okay? So I don't want you to get so caught on or so stuck on what's going on in your life right now. I want you to think about how can you make you feel more grateful, or how can you feel more like you're fulfilled, right? I feel like there's some fulfillment missing, all right? You may have to finish a project. So I see you almost finishing a project. You may have to finish that and then think about starting something new. So whatever that is, it's time to finish it up, get some action, not just words, and then start something new. Okay, so if you wanted to start a new job or a side hustle, or if you wanted to start a new book or whatever it is, right? You're writing a story. It doesn't matter what it is. You want to, make a new friend. You got to stop procrastinating and you got to get it done. Okay. This procrastination is putting weight on your shoulders. You want to get that weight off and you want to get the job done. Okay. So there you go, my dear. So thank you very much. Yadahu. Hi, Elaine. Nice to see you, my dear. You will be right after Faith, Elaine, and Faith is the last one. She's got one question, okay? And then it'll be your turn, Elaine. Thank you, my dear. And that's for 3. Okay, awesome. Okay, so Faith, you are up, my dear. I don't think you wrote anything. It is better. It's healing, right? It's still sore sometimes. The cast is off, but I wear this brace and I wear it hardly at all anymore. So I've been weaning off of it for the last few weeks and I hardly wear it anymore, but I sleep with it because I hurt myself when I sleep, and I wear it for reading because of shuffling and stuff, right? Yeah, the cast is off. This is not a cast. This is just a brace, right? So yeah, it's just a brace. So it's much, much better. You know, it looks pretty good. It's not too swollen. I can move it pretty good. I don't have a lot. I can move it this way, but, and that way, but I don't have a lot of, like, it's not like this, right? So I don't have, it's not back yet, but I do my exercises. So it's coming, right? Superhero, there you go. here too. You guys are so funny. All right. So now I'm a superhero. I love you guys. Okay. All righty. So, Faith, where's your question, my dear? Oh, maybe she put her question. I'll sign into PayPal again. Faith, 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 are you still here, my dear? Just take me a minute to sign back in and see. Maybe she posted her question there. Oh, there she is. Perfect. Okay. What is the energy between my husband and you? All right, let's look at that energy, my dear. It should be pretty good now. Okay. We have the Lovers. First card that came up, Strength. 8 of Swords reversed. The Tower. 8 of Pentacles. 3 of Swords. Okay. This is very, very, I'm getting conflicting things here. So definitely very conflicting situations here, okay? So first of all, there's lots of love between you guys, okay? So that's not an issue at all. I do see lots of love. I'm just going to move my desk down just a wee bit. Okay. Yeah, so there's lots of love between you guys. That's not an issue, okay? I do see that you are, you and him have been good off and on for a long time, okay? So I feel like most of the time you're on the same page, but lately you haven't been, okay? Lately things have been kind of falling off, but with less stress. So it's not like stress is making this happen. It's kind of like, okay, let me just look at this. I feel like somebody's not being honest. Somebody is pulling away from the relationship, okay? Not willing to share how they feel, what they think. They're causing the relationship to be very, very shaky. You don't even know how to ask the question honestly. Okay, yeah. So that, I feel like that is what's going on right now. And I feel like we've got the 3 of Swords here, okay? So I feel like there is hard times, okay? So definitely hard times right now. And without honesty and without talking, the relationship is not good. And I feel like the relationship is hurting in a big way. And does that make sense to you? Yeah, like it's just, even though you guys have built so much together and you've built so much around your life, it's all crumbling away because somebody's pulling away. Okay? So whatever that is, it's unfortunate, and you have to decide what you want here, where you want to go with this, okay? It can't continue the way it is. That's for sure. You understand? Okay. It can't continue the way it is, all right? So someone's going to get very hurt, and I don't just mean emotionally. I mean like fucked up in the head. You know what I mean? Like really run through the coals if things don't change soon. So go talk to somebody, a counselor, a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a social worker, somebody, okay? And get some help. So I really think you need to do that, Faith, so that you can deal with this. Aw, I feel so bad for you. But you know, we're here for you, right? And you will be okay. You are strong and you will be okay. Okay, my dear? Just reach out, okay? Make sure you're reaching out. Get the support you need in your life, all right? Oh, thank you, Aqua Leo. Oh, I feel bad when that happens, right? Sometimes these cards. You are so welcome, my dear. Just get the help, and then you'll be able to talk about it and open up about it, and then you'll have some better idea what your choices are, okay? Thank you, my dear. Okay, so Elaine is up now. And then I think after this, Coco, we're going to close the stream, okay? And then I'll read for you. And who else is here? Somebody else is here. Another moderator is here. Jeez, can't think. Okay. Okay, yes, ma'am. You're so sweet. Shirley, yes. Thank you, Coco. Okay, so I'm going to go up to Elaine. Okay, so you want in-depth reading, crystal ball. Okay, let's do that. Crystal ball, here we go. Okay, so show me any messages for Elaine that she needs to know right now. All right, my dear, let's have a look, see. There's a letter V, 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 Y, V. I think it's a V, okay? Capital, it feels like it's a capital. Maybe that's why it's showing me that. So it's telling me it's a capital. So it's a proper name or place, okay? I feel like you're climbing a mountain and you're almost at the top. So whatever you've been trying to get is coming for you, okay? And you should reach that very, very soon. So you're going to reach a goal very, very soon, okay? You have like over the next, I'm going to say few days, you've got some clear sailing, okay? Not any bumps in the road that I can see right now. Everything looks pretty smooth. There's somebody around you that wants your attention right now. This person's pretty big in your life, okay? So whoever this person is, they're important and they're big, all right? And I feel like you can give them that attention, but don't overdo it, okay? Make sure you're taking care of you as well, okay? It also feels to me, do you sit outside or sit at a window or something and watch the sky at night ever? I feel like you should do this, and I'm going to say you should do that tonight. And I feel like there's a message there, okay? So whatever you see or you don't see or whatever, there's a message there tonight, okay? Have you been trying to get a certain job and you haven't heard anything yet? Yes? Okay. That's coming too. You're going to get an answer very, very soon. Okay. I'm going to say within, timelines sometimes are hard. I'm going to say within 2, okay? 2 hours, 2 days, you're going to hear something, okay? And I think it'll be a positive response. May not be exactly what you want, but it'll be a positive response. I also feel that there's somebody, they have an R initial, and they want to tell you something that's really important to them, and they just want to share with you. So maybe they're a friend or something like that. And I feel like they're going to call you soon or tomorrow or something, and you guys are going to talk, and it's going to be a very friendly conversation. It's going to be fun. Stop worrying so much about what you can't control. Okay, I feel like you need to let go of some of the things you can't control, and sometimes we get those mixed up, right? So you want to make sure that you're only looking after Elaine and what Elaine can control. Okay, so yeah. Yes, yeah, Yadahu, go ahead, my dear, you may. Okay, okay, so the second one you wanted crystal ball and cards. Okay. Thanks, Coco. Oh, MR's here too? Okay. That's okay. I don't mind doing a couple more, okay? Yadu is new here, so we don't want to leave them hanging. Okay. So, let me just see here. Elaine, I'm just going up to your questions again because this is for from now till August. Ooh, that's a long way away, my dear. So that's April, May, June, July, August, 4 months. 5 months if you look at the rest of this month too, right? 4.5 months. Okay. Okay, by August, you're going to be in a relationship, okay? And I don't think you've had a relationship for a while that was meaningful, but I do believe you will be in a relationship by August, or you're going to meet the person you're going to have a relationship with, by August, okay? But I already feel like you will be with them. They are very creative, so they may be an artist like you, but they're very, very creative. Maybe they have their own creative endeavors, whether it's music or whatever, but they're definitely creative. There's going to be a lot of energy between you guys, okay? That kind of electric energy, all right? So there's lots of passion between you guys, things like that. And you're going to have to keep yourself grounded. So I want to make sure that when this picks up and you meet somebody, make sure that you are keeping yourself grounded. Don't let somebody just come in and you're going to fall head over heels and they can just tell you anything and do anything they want, okay? I want you to stay grounded with this. This will be very important, okay? I also feel that there is something else that you're going to be doing for fun soon. So by the summer, so there's something, maybe you go on a bit of a weekend outing or something like that. Maybe you go camping or something, but I feel like there's a real fun thing going on, and I believe it's some kind of outing, okay? So like I said, I think it's going to be really, really good for you, and I think you're going to really enjoy it, okay? There is an A here, so it could be the person that you're going to meet or be in a relationship, or it could just be somebody else that comes up very important. It could be an address as well, or a company that you're going to be working for, okay? Just write that down somewhere, though. It's a capital A. And what else do I see by then? It's kind of like I feel like you're going to be dreaming a lot later, like not right now, but later on. And if you write it down and you look back at it some time or other, you're going to feel like you're on TV, or you're watching yourself on a movie, or you're on a video or something like that, okay? So I see you being very present and bigger than life kind of thing, okay? And that's by August, all right, because you asked for that. And what else do I see here? You need to be working on your spirituality. So don't don't let that go down too much, okay? It's okay to not have a spiritual ritual every day or whatever, but make sure that you go back to that, okay? That you go back to your spirituality and check in once in a while, okay? So there you go, my dear. Okay, so let me just pull up PayPal. So I believe we have MR next. I'm just going to see how many questions for MR. So 2 questions, MR. So go ahead, my dear. Is that 2? Yeah, 2 questions. MR 2 times. Okay, and then, okay, that's fine. Total of 3? I only got the 2. I didn't get the, oh yes, I do see the other one there. Yeah, 1 and then 2 more. And then I have Yahoo. Okay, so 3 for MR. Thank you, my dear. And then Yahoo, you will be the last one today, okay? So I got your donation for 1. All right, my dear? Yeah, I got it. Thank you, MR. Sometimes it's hard to see with the other stuff in there. Okay, so go ahead with your question, MR, or your questions, one at a time. So, oh, Elaine, I'm so sorry. I do that sometimes, right? What was your last? You wanted cards, right? Yes, a general with cards. Okay. Sorry, MR. I forgot Elaine's last question. I know. Crazy. I do that. But I get back to you. I'm sorry. Okay, so your last question. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, we have Death, 6 of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Tower, okay? So I do see an upset coming for you soon, okay? There's definitely an upset coming, but it doesn't have to be devastating, okay? I feel like this upset's going to come no matter what you do, so you can't avoid it kind of thing. But when it happens, you will be able to ground yourself, okay? So you want to make sure something happens, make sure you ground yourself, okay? Make sure you reach out to somebody who can help you. Don't go on and don't let your limited beliefs about yourself determine any kind of result with this, okay? So I feel like this could be the beginning, like the ending of something, but the beginning of something new. And I feel like this could be very, very good, Elaine, okay? So it will be hard when it happens, but I believe it's necessary to set the tone to rebuild, okay? So that's what I think you need to do. You want to trust yourself, but don't trust your lies, okay? Or the lies you tell yourself, or the limited beliefs that you grew up with, okay? You don't want to trust those. And I think it's okay to reach out to others for help. And it would be, absolutely could be an awakening, absolutely. But it's going to be a little bit scary and a little bit kind of hurtful, okay? So you're going to feel it. It's good. You're going to feel it big time, okay? And you have to let go of some things in order for this to happen, okay? So make sure that you're allowing that to happen. I feel what it's going to bring you is balance. It's going to bring you more happiness. It's going to bring you more life results, okay? So it will be very, very good. You had it this morning? Like 6 or 7 times. Wow. Yeah. Could be, my dear, okay? So allow yourself to feel it and go through all the emotions that you need to, and then you can let that go, okay? Okay. So thank you, Elaine. Okay, MR. Did you, thanks, Elaine. I'm sorry about that. Okay, MR, I got your question here. You messaged O, but you hadn't heard from him. I want to schedule a time to meet in person. What are his feelings? He's been distant. I just think he's protecting himself. I haven't looked, but that's what I think. Okay, Elaine? I mean, MR? Okay, so I'll tell you what the cards are, okay? Because you can't see them. So we have the Eight of Cups reversed, the Star, Five of Wands, Ace of Cups, Eight of Swords reversed, and Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So, okay. So let me just reread your question a bit and make sure I get this. What are his feelings? He's been distant. Okay. So you want to know what his feelings are. Okay. I do think he cares about you. I definitely think he cares about you. He does not want to end this, okay? I do not see it as he wants to end this at all, okay? I believe that he cares about you more now than he did before. And I believe you're starting to care a lot for him as well, okay? It would be good if you get a hold of him and tell him you want to meet him, okay? I think that would give him hope and it would rekindle everything. Like let his worries kind of dissipate because he's afraid you don't care. He's afraid you don't want this, okay? And I think that's what the whole problem is. And I think that's why he's distant. So he doesn't want to get hurt and he likes you. So he's going to pull away until you give him something to hope for. And I think this is good. And I think you need to be honest with yourself and ask yourself if you're ready or not. And I do think you are, okay? So there you go, my dear. I do like it, and I do think it's good. Thank you, Elaine. Okay, so your next question. Wait a minute, my dear. MR has two more questions. Okay, Yadahu? Okay, so MR, where's your question, my dear? Okay, what are O's next actions? Alrighty. The World. Yes, I know, towards you. Yeah, Five of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so if he, okay, I think if he knows that you want to see him in person, I think he will be very, very receptive, okay? He's going to want to see you all the time. He's going to want to move this relationship along quickly. You'll have to decide how you want to structure that, but that's what he's going to want, okay? So he will definitely do that if you tell him that. If you don't, okay? If you don't see, if you don't give him the thought that he will do that he will move forward, or that you want to see him, he will not push it, okay? He's not going to push. He's not going to put himself out there. So he is going to just hang back, be a little bit, more distant, okay? The Seven of Swords is about, not telling your truth, right? Or somebody not telling you the truth, okay? So I don't think he knows how to feel. I don't think he knows what you think. I don't think he knows how to feel right now. And I think he's feeling very discouraged. And I think that's what this is all about, okay? He feels, when he analyzes everything, when he thinks about everything, things are not matching up for him, okay? So I think that is a big problem for him. And I think that you need to let him know. No, not spiteful, self-protective, okay? Yeah, not spiteful, definitely self-protective, all right? I don't think he's spiteful at all. With the Nine of Cups here, he cares, he really cares. And sometimes he thinks you think he's not good enough. So sometimes I think he thinks you think he's not good enough. And he's grounded. I like him. He's doing well in his life. He's not where he wants to be yet, but he's working towards that, So, and we do have the World and the Wheel of Fortune. So I think there's good things that can come here. But if you don't give him those okay signals, why would he put himself out there to be hurt? Would you? So yeah, so just put the shoe on the other foot. If you were seeing somebody and you wanted to meet them face to face and this was going on for a couple of months, how would you feel, I get it. You're right. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah, like he's not vindictive at all. I do not see that at all with him. Okay, there's nothing at all like that. Okay, so your last question, MR. And then we have Elaine. And then we are closed. Okay. So Elaine has one more, MR has one more question, Elaine, okay? And then I'll get yours done. Oh, yes, Yahoo. Sorry about that. I got it written down. Yeah. Sorry, I just didn't look at my list when I said that. Thank you, Coco. How does Kay feel about how I support him and his team? How does Kay feel about how you support him and his team? Eight of Swords reversed. King of Swords. Page of Cups. Five of Swords. Three of Swords. Wow. The Lovers. Okay. Okay. Honestly, he's a smart man. Okay. So whoever this is, I feel they're a very smart person. I don't know if they're a man or a woman, but very, very smart. Okay. I do think that sometimes they think you support his team well and you support him well, but he does see, um, I don't know what this is. It feels like conflict with you, with somebody or in the office or something like that, okay? So I do see that conflict he notices, or something going on in the office that he's noticing, okay? And it feels like conflict. That's how it feels to me, okay? With the Five of Swords here, it feels like conflict, all right? And it feels like, somebody is really saying things that they shouldn't say and doing things that they shouldn't do, okay? But it's more about being a little bit emotionally immature. So he is noticing that. So if that's somebody else in the office, not you, it's interfering in how he views you. So yeah, this is not really good. He likes you. He really likes you. And he thinks you support him well and you support his team well. But there's something going on, okay? And it feels negative. So I don't know if that makes a difference, but I really do believe that there's something negative that he's not liking, okay? And it has to do with a conflict, okay? So it has to do with that, and it just feels like it interferes in his view of you. Sorry about that, my dear. That's not good. Do you know what I mean, MR? I hope you're aware of this and you're able to fix it, Okay, Yahoo. Will I be able to make a positive out of my current life situation one day? Okay, let's have a look, my dear. I'm just shuffling these up really good, okay? Give me a minute here. Will you be able to make a positive out of your current life situation one day? Okay, let's have a look, my dear. So we have Justice, which is a good card, right? Six of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Four Cups reversed, and Judgment. Okay, these cards are so good for your question, okay? So your situation right now might not be good, okay? It might not be what you want. It might not be positive at all. There is so much positivity here, okay? Do not judge yourself. Do not judge what's going on. Let things just happen, okay? You're gonna work your way out of this. You need grounding, so get yourself grounded. Reach out to your community, maybe join a church or go to a meditation group or something. Reach out somewhere, okay? Get involved in your community where people can help you out, okay? And I think this is important for your mind, all right? Boredom has not been what's going on. There's too much going on. You need to relax. Learn how to calm yourself. Maybe a mindfulness program might help. Something like that would be very, very good for you, okay? I feel like you can ask somebody to help you figure out how to balance your life, okay? That's what's wrong. Not necessarily everything going on, but how do you balance the negative and the positive? And how do you pull those lessons to shift the ideas in your head to make them more positive, all right? And I do believe the outcome, we've got the Ten of Cups here. This is bliss, okay? So this is definite bliss. This is what you've got to look forward to. There's so much hope for you. There is definitely so much hope for you. And I think there's accolades for you. You've got to look at every positive thing in your life right now. Every positive choice you made, every time you made a positive decision or thought, you need to look at that and give yourself a pat on the back, right? So what did I decide to think of the situation? What did I decide to do? Did I see somebody sad and I smiled? Did that help them? Those types of things. When we can't find the tangible stuff, we need to go inside. What did I do nice for somebody? Can I do more? Can I take a dollar in quarters and go put them in a meter maid and, you know, people are, their parking's paid? I don't, that's just an example, right? But you know what I mean? Do the things that you can do to fill you up with love for you, to give yourself that positivity. Okay, that's okay. Good choices and bad choices, right? So it's not wrong or right. They're good and they're maybe bad. Okay, so or they're good or they're less good, but there's lessons there. So what did you learn by those mistakes? Write it all down. What did you learn when you made the good choices? How did that help you to make another good choice, right? Or did it make you greedy and then you made a bad choice, right? And then that's your lesson. So if you get greedy or you get scared, you're going to make some bad choices, right? What do you need to do about that? How do you reconcile it all, right? That's all you need to do, my dear. You just need to reconcile the things in our minds that puts us in that negative space to learning the lessons we need to learn, changing the things that we can, okay, and letting go of the rest. Because some of it we can't do anything about. We can make amends, we can say we're sorry, but some of it we can't change, right? So sometimes you just got to live with that. And that's okay too. So, but those are huge lessons. So that's what you need to focus on. What lesson did I learn here? And I'm not going to do it again, right? So, yeah. So keep working on that, all right? And I think you can continue to make your negatives into positives where you have more positives than negatives. You're always going to have some negatives. You know, I'm 66 years old and I have negatives. And every day, I do not do everything right every day. That is definite. And it's just, you're always learning and you're always growing, okay? If you're not making mistakes, you're not growing, okay? So just remember that, my dear. So thank you. Okay, so we have Elaine. I think she had 3 questions there. Let me get up to the first one here. Okay, that's 1, 2, yeah, 3. Okay. Okay, Elaine, here we go, my dear. Okay. The court will be dropped on June 2nd. My lawyer and the Crown Attorney agree for you to attend counseling. For what? My lawyer and the Crown Attorney agreed for you to attend counseling for what? Is it a less punishment? Okay. Is it a less punishment? Okay. So is it a less punishment? So we have the 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. I'm going to say yes, right? With the 2 of Swords, definitely is a less punishment, right? This is your decision place, okay? You can decide to look at it as a punishment or you can decide to look at it as an opportunity, right? You decide. How do you want that to work out, right? If you've got to do it, what is it? Is it an opportunity or is it a punishment? look at it, try to look at it as an opportunity, okay? If you look at it as an opportunity, this opportunity is going to go by quickly, and you will do really well with it, and you will be proud of yourself, okay? If you look at it as a punishment, it's going to drag on, and you're not going to feel good about it at all, right? So you have a choice, all right? So yeah, so I think you need to do that, okay, my dear? Okay. Okay. And then your next one is, let's see. Oh, here it is. Is there another awakening for you for next few days and a bit of energy? Check. Okay. Is there another awakening for you for the next few days? Okay. Okay. Strength, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Two of Cups, Three of Cups. Oh my God, so many cups. Knight of Swords. It could be an awakening. Something good. So something very, very good is going to happen here. Okay. So I feel like something really, really positive is going to take place, make you very, very happy, even excite you. You know what I mean? So there's something very positive coming. With some negativity around you right now, this positivity is going to really lift your spirits. Okay. I believe there's a woman coming around you that's going to build you up and not tear you down, okay? They're going to kind of let you know that you're okay no matter what, and they're going to be kind of patting you on the back. You got to remember that your spirituality, you've got guides, or you've got people there that are there to help you. And I feel this is a female guide, and she's going to guide you through some things over the next, I'm going to say 6 weeks. And this is going to help you immensely, okay? I do believe you have to have some fun with your spirituality as well. It can't be all serious, and it can't be all, like, it has to be fun as well. You have to be able to smile with your guides, and you have to be able to laugh with yourself and stuff like that, okay? So I really think that's important. Thank you, MR. Wondered where you went. Thanks. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, go ahead, MR. One more, okay? And then, Elaine, your next question. Let me just see here. Do I see getting 2 jobs? One communication marketing or communication design intern for Toronto Community Housing. Okay. Okay, 2 jobs. Communication marketing or communication with Toronto Community Housing. Okay, let me just have a look here. No, I don't see you getting both jobs, okay? So, no, I don't see you getting both. I think you will get the one job. I think it will be communication marketing, okay? I don't think you're going to get the one for the intern for the Toronto Community Housing. I feel like you asked me that before, and I don't know what I told you, but it feels like there has been more competition come up than what they expected. And I feel like, yeah, I don't think they're going to select you. But not that you can't do it, you can. But I think that the competition has grown exponentially, and I believe that they're going to pick somebody else. So sorry about that, Elaine. So yeah, it just feels like, but I feel like you're going to get the other job, and that's going to make it feel okay, right? So we do have justice here. So you're going to get the first one. The first one, Elaine. The community marketing or communication marketing, that one. Okay? So I think you're going to get that one. And it feels like that's the right one for you anyway, for whatever reason. So it's going to work out to be the right one for you in the long run. If that makes any sense. All right. So let me just check my PayPal here for MR's donation. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Thank you, my dear. Yeah, that makes sense for sure. Okay, so what about the conflict affects his work relationship with you? Okay, let's have a look at that, okay? The conflict comes up first thing. 5 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, okay? The Moon, 9 of Cups, 7 of Swords again, and 4 Cups reversed, okay? I'm going to say, what about the conflict do I think it affects? Okay. I think he thinks, okay, blah. I think that he thinks that you don't perform at your best when you're dealing with conflict with other people, okay? I feel like he's worried that you're too worried about the conflict or the situation that you're not concentrating on what you need to concentrate. It's taking, to me, it feels like he's worried that it's taking your mind power away from your job. No. He thinks you're bright. He thinks you're smart. He cares about you. He thinks you're very intuitive. He also thinks you're very intuitive. You know what to do. You can help him out a lot. He thinks you can balance everything out and do your work. But he worries that that will interfere and that the conflict will come before getting things done. And it kind of will eventually affect what happens. Maybe he's worried that you're going to leave. Maybe he's worried that, those types of things, right? Because when people don't feel good at work, they tend to leave the situation. They tend to make a change. And maybe that's what he's worried about. So whatever it is, he is definitely concerned, okay? And I think that's what it's all about. Make sense? Yeah, okay. So there you go, my dear. I hope that's better. It's more, concise for you, okay? Thank you, my dear. You have a good day. Thank you, Elaine. Yes, absolutely. He loves your work. It's not that, okay? Yeah. It's just like you're being pulled in different directions. And, sometimes people think you can't do two things right, like good at the same time, right? So if you're dealing with that, you're not dealing with the other stuff. Your mind is taken away. You were right. I applied for 3 jobs. Okay, Elaine, that's good. Makes sense, right? Yeah, the marketing one. Yeah, me too, my dear. Well, good luck. I hope you get it, Okay, so the stream is closed. So I'm gonna read for my moderators. So Shirley, you can post your question for me, and Coco, you can post your question, okay? And then I'll be back next Tuesday, and maybe if I get a chance, if it works out, I'll come on the weekend, okay? but I don't know for sure. So that'll just be a drop-in kind of thing if I do it. So yeah. Shirley. Ooh, excuse me. Coco, what is next for you this week that you don't see coming or is unexpected? We have the Six of Wands. Ooh. What is that all about? Knight of Swords. Strength. King of Cups. Seven of Cups. Chariot. Okay. Did you apply for a promotion? Coco, did you apply for a promotion? I see you getting accolades or a promotion at work, okay? I feel this is really, really good. They're identifying something you're very strong in, something you do very, very well, okay? So I don't know what this is, but it's really good. It's coming right from your boss, and I feel like this is going to be something that's going to make you feel appreciated, make you feel really, really good. Okay, so you've been applying for a lot of things. Look forward to reaching that, okay? And then we get the Chariot. So this is just going to push you forward and just allow you to soar. I think this is really, really good. Unexpected, but it's kind of like when it happens, you're going to kind of say, yeah, I knew it. I knew I could do that. So yeah, you've got this, girl. That's awesome. Okay, so Shirley, let's see. Can I please tell you if you will be offered the job you just applied for that also asked you to do a survey? I'm not sure what the two things have in common. Like why the survey? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Yes, coming right from the boss. I know these cards are gorgeous. Okay, so can you please tell me if I will get offered the job you just applied for? Okay. So 10 of Cups, that looks good. Okay, 5 of Wands, 4 of Cups reversed. Competition here, okay? 6 of Cups, Ace of Swords, Page of Cups. I'm going to say yes, you will get the job, okay? So I do believe you will be offered the job. I believe you're going to be offered soon. It almost feels like you might hear from them tomorrow. It could be 1 week, not 1 day, okay? Something like that, and I do think you're going to get it. It's kind of like you're not going to be sure should you take it. So I don't know what that's about, why you're doubting that, but I do feel like you've got some reservations there. Okay? So yeah, so you want to make sure that you are enjoying and don't worry about it. Okay? You haven't heard back yet. It does some flight and travel. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's good. It's very, very positive. Okay. So you should hear back by tomorrow or 1 week. All right. Yes, I bet you do. I bet you do, Shirley. And you know what? If you do this for a little while, you know, it might just, you know, even make you love it more, right? You never know. Some opportunities just bring more opportunity, right? And different types of opportunities. Thank you, Coco. So, let's see. So we have 6. Go ahead with your questions, Coco. Exactly, my dear. good. In love. Okay. Unexpected in love. All right, Coco. Unexpected in love. Oh, we got the lovers. That's the first card. Look at that beautiful card, right? King of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Two of Swords. The Emperor. And the Nine of Swords. All right. So, something's going to bring you some stress with your boyfriend, okay? So, there's going to be some kind of stress coming along in a couple of days. I don't know if it's because he doesn't want you to work on a particular day or something, and you need to work, and he's going to be upset, but I feel like there's going to be a bit of a conflict about that. And I think you're going to be very surprised at the depth of his kind of, not anger, but disappointment, okay? He wants you to quit entirely. Oh my God. You need to be very firm with him. You got to be very firm with him, okay, Coco? So I think this is something that you need to make a choice about, and you need to be firm, and you need to let him know you don't want to talk about it anymore. And if he can't accept it, see you later. I think that's what you need to do. Okay? This, I think it comes to a head. So that's what I think. Okay? Crazy, crazy. Okay, so that was one. Okay. Don't quit love. The problems you have. Yeah, right? Huh. They're not so bad. But if you let them get away with, like if you let him push that, it could be a problem, right? Depends on what you want. What are 8? Did you write? Oh, what are B's? What are B's next actions to you? Okay. What are B's next actions to you? Okay. Let me see here. I'm going to do it this way. Knight of Pentacles. 5 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Does he want you to move? Exactly. Does he want you to move? I feel like he's going to approach you about either moving in with you or you moving in with him, okay? That's the next thing. It's coming within 3. So 3 days, 3 weeks. And it will be a discussion that you guys will have, okay? So I think it's going to be pretty, like he wants things to change. Like he doesn't want to wait anymore. He wants things to change, okay? So I do believe that this is going to kind of catch you a little bit off guard. And I think that just the forcefulness of it, you know, he definitely wants change and he wants it now. So it's kind of like, like you can't just have what you want, you know? Like he's got to be a little bit understanding and he's got to be a little bit more, it's a friendship. Okay, then they're going to expect something of you. Okay. And so something about a move. So maybe they're moving or they want you to help them. Something about a move there. Okay. So, and if that's the case, then they can't expect that either, right? If you're busy, you're busy. If you can't, you can't. So it's something definitely about a move, and it's definitely something that they're going to expect from you, okay? So yeah. So that was 2. Okay, so if it's not your boyfriend, sometimes it's, well, sometimes if I think it's somebody else, then of course the interpretation's a little bit different, right? But it's all about this move. So whether it's your boyfriend or somebody else, they're going to be expecting you to act on things for them, not necessarily what you want to do. So it's the same, but a little bit different slant, right? Because of course they don't want you to move in with them or them to move in with you, but they want help, you know? So yeah, so that's what I mean. Does that make sense, Coco? What are M's next actions to you? Yeah. Okay. King of Cups, Seven of Cups, Three of Cups, Nine of Cups, the Moon, and the Chariot. Okay. I see lots of fun here, okay? So taking you out, having a beautiful time, having lots of fun. It's an evening event, so whatever this is, Emma's your man. Okay, it's an evening event. It's kind of like, it might even be a last minute thing or very short notice. You have to travel to go there. Not too far, but it's not like around the corner, okay? I feel like he wants to show you off. He just, he loves it when he's with you and someone looks at you. He might get jealous, but he loves it. He just knows that you're his, and he likes that. And I don't know, that's kind of, I guess some men are like that. So yeah, but this is going to be something really, really fun and something that you will want to do, okay? Is he intuitive? Does he have good intuition? Ah, okay. Yes. Yes, you think he is, eh? Okay, yeah, I do too. I think his intuition is really, really good. And I think that he relies on it a lot. So yeah, so it just shows that he's diverse, you know? He's not just stuck on tradition, you know? He also relies on his inner self, right? Or his higher power or God or whatever. So that was 3. So are we doing more, Coco, or? He is always spot on and tells me not to worry about certain things, and he is usually right. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, I really like him that way. I really think and he's pretty confident with it, you know? He trusts his intuition. A lot of people, like everybody has intuition, but not everybody trusts their intuition. Tropical Tarot. Hello, my dear. I certainly can. Coco, I'm going to take this, okay? I will do this for you, Tropical Tarot. I just want you to know that the stream was closed and I was just reading for my moderator. So if you're here and it shows that the stream is closed, could you please ask before you just go ahead and donate? Okay. So thank you very much. But okay, Tropical Tarot. Can I look into your job and if I'll be there a long time? Absolutely, my dear. Okay, let's have a look, okay? So we have Strength, the Sun, Knight of Cups, the Emperor, the Nine of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. So I don't know why you're so worried about it. So I'm not sure why you're so concerned about your job, okay? I feel like you've got a decent job. I feel like it's very good. Stressful. There is stress there. So it's definitely a stressful job. But I think your boss likes you and will continue to get to know you better and like you even more, okay? One thing I want you to know is you need to be a team player. Make sure that you are being a team player, that you're showing your different sides of yourself. You're not afraid to show different sides of yourself, and that you're okay with showing your strengths and weaknesses. So if you don't know how to do something, don't pretend you know how to do it, okay? Make sure that you find out how, or that you ask how, or something, okay? I think it's really important that you do those things. You do those things, and I think you're going to be there for quite a long time. I could see you being there. I'm looking at maybe, I'm getting sevens here, so I'm thinking, maybe 7 years, maybe longer, or maybe 7 years at a certain position, and then you can always change to a new position as well, okay? Nothing's written in stone here, all right? So you want to make sure that you are doing everything possible to improve your position. And that just means growth, 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 right? Make sure you keep growing and evolving. But don't get hung up on things that you can't do. Just learn, all right? And don't pretend. That's the worst thing you can do. You want to make sure that you're asking questions, not reacting to situations, okay? So you can be reactive sometimes. You want to make sure you take a step back, take a couple of deep breaths, and then ask a question that you need to ask, okay? I think you're going to do fantastic here. You just need to trust yourself, okay? So there you go, my dear. Thank you so much. That's okay. Does that make sense to you, Tropical Tarot? Okay, Coco. How will it go if I decide to move in with my man and just go to school? And did he buy a bigger house than what he told me? He said it was only 4 bedrooms, but he keeps telling me about more rooms. How will it go? Okay. So that's a lot of questions in one, okay? So let's, what happened to you took your message off, your questions off. Okay. You're very welcome, Tropical Tarot. Nice to meet you, my dear. Yeah. Well, there were too many questions in it anyway, Coco. So one question, right? Well, did he buy a bigger house than what he told me? Okay. Let's look at that one. Okay. So this is four of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Queen of Pentacles, the Fool, 9 of Cups. It's likely, it wouldn't surprise me, let's put it that way, if he did. Or maybe it only has 4 real bedrooms, and the other rooms are like an extra living room, or an extra family room, or a movie room, or something like that, right? That wouldn't surprise me at all. He's enjoying this though, and he's enjoying your kind of curiosity about it, and he's really enjoying all that part, right? You know what? Just go. Don't worry about it. It would definitely be big enough for you and him, okay? He's quite the adventurer, and he does take risks, so it wouldn't surprise me if he did. But I don't think he would buy more than what you want, okay? So yeah, so I do think that he's quite happy with you and with I think you would be quite content. And I think you know intuitively kind of what to expect, right? But yeah, I think he's done well. And I don't think there's more than 4 bedrooms. I think I'm not getting that. I feel like maybe there might be other rooms, but I don't think it's other bedrooms, okay? He did. Oh, that's funny. And a general. Okay, let me grab a different deck, okay? Just because we've kind of used that one on your questions quite a bit. So I'm just going to grab this one. This is Tarot de la Nuit. So this is this deck. It's a beautiful deck, okay? Okay, that's what he said. Okay, good. So a general. All right. So we have the World. That's a nice way to start. 5 of Cups. 4 of Cups. Geez, lots of cups, man. 3 of Wands. 6 of Wands. And the 9 of Swords. Okay. So what I want you to think about with this general here, I want you to think about how do you make your life meaningful, okay? What matters to you for a meaningful life? That's what you need to concentrate on, okay? And I really think that you have so much going on that can be good and that can give you what you want. I feel like there's so much... you can have so much fun and enjoyment out of spending time with him and spending time with your son and doing those things and making your life count. You know, I feel like sadness for you has gone away almost completely. You're not as stressed as you used to be before you were with this person. You feel more confident in yourself. You feel like things are going in the right direction. And I really think they are. I just want you to know what your passions are and don't give up your passions for somebody else. Make sure that you are doing the things that that bring you joy in your life, okay? That's all I want you to concentrate on. And whatever that looks like, that's okay. You don't have to justify that to anybody. Just floating with life in general. Absolutely, that's what you need to do. Awesome, my dear. That's fantastic. Okay, so next, you got one more, my dear. Do you want to save this one or you want to use it? Maybe you'll start a practice and work from home, you know? Something like that maybe. And just do it part-time, you know? Keep your feet in the door. Will your son make the team and get the position that he wants? Starting snapper with the ball. Okay. So he plays football. Oh, yeah. See? That's a good thing. Okay. Knight of Wands. Oh, he's very passionate about this. Page of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Judgment. Queen of Wands. I think he will get it, okay? I think it's between him and one other person. So I think it's definitely, there is competition there. But I do think that he will get it. And I think that he will be ecstatic. I think he'll be very, very happy. He's good. So he's very good. just encourage him, you know, and just make sure that he is um, um, okay if he doesn't. So make sure that he knows if he doesn't get it, it's not a personal thing, like it's not against him, it's about the other person who got it. He's just a little bit better right now, right? So he had to run 3 miles yesterday, and my boyfriend told me to stay in the car. Yeah, well, you know, the more he works at this, the better chances he has at it. But I feel like he's got a really good chance, and I feel like he could really accomplish this, okay? And with the 10 of Pentacles, it feels like this is really good. And of course, the first card, you know, with the Knight of Wands being there, he's so passionate about it. Sometimes his passion will bring him pain, but he's got to learn those lessons too, right? But I would say he's got a really, really good chance. There's only two of them that they're choosing from, and he's got a really, really good chance. So yeah, so let me know, okay? But I'm seeing that as a yes. Oh, you're so sweet to me. Okay, my dear, I am gonna say goodbye. Love you to pieces. Thank you so much for, you sent 3 more? Oh my goodness. I didn't know, I didn't check. Do you want to use those? You want crystal ball? Okay, absolutely. Okay. All right. Crystal ball. So just a general crystal ball reading. Let's see what the crystal ball has to say. Oh, okay. Show me messages for Coco. Whatever she needs to know now. Lots of energy here, Coco. Lots of energy in the ball here for you, okay? There's a shadow around you, so I don't know if it's somebody that's passed over that's around you that you can feel their presence, okay? I see you sitting somewhere or maybe laying on your bed with your leg kind of bent up a little bit, maybe a pillow behind your head, and you can kind of sense this body around you, okay? And I feel like they're sending you love. They're sending you love, they're sending you energy. They're giving to you, okay? This is really, really a beautiful kind of encounter, okay? A lack of a better word, I don't know how else to say it. Oh, perfect, my dear. Yeah, that's how I see that, okay? That's really good. I see a tropical vacation for you. Maybe not this year, maybe next year, maybe this year, right? But I feel like it's before the end of 2026. So I see a tropical vacation. And I mean, you live in California. I don't know where you want to go, but I definitely see tropical, okay? So let's see here. Do you have a new recipe that you're trying out in the next few days? Like you purposely got it, or you just found it, something like that. It's a new recipe. You're going to try it out in the next few days. It's going to work wonderfully. If you haven't done this, yes, okay, good. I think you need to do this. Okay, it's going to be a hit. You're very good at cooking and stuff, so you're very good at trying new things as well. Let go of the fight. Let go of the fight for everything, okay? Let your guard down. Give yourself permission, okay? Give yourself permission to let your guard down. You don't have to fight anymore. And I don't know what you're fighting, but you got to let your guard down and you don't have to fight again, all right? Anything else here? I see luck coming for you in a matter of, it's in 4, so 4 days, 4 weeks, there's luck coming, like unexpected luck, okay? So I don't think it's money, but it feels like it could be. It could be a small windfall, it could be something like that, but there's definitely luck coming, okay? So there you go, my dear. So you want to save the next 2 questions, or what are you doing with those? Aw. Okay, I'm going to write that at the top here. So Coco, 2 more. Okay. Aw, that's so sweet. He sounds like a winner. He really does. He sounds like a real catch, and I hope you are so happy, my dear. Sometimes we just have to take a leap of faith, right? Eventually. You've been with him for a while. So maybe it's time you take that leap of faith. Yeah, if they're telling the truth, it's usually not a problem, right? Okay, my dear, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you. You make me feel loved as well, and I do love you. You take care, okay? We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Have a good day or a good evening. Okay? Bye.